Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Couch. Welcome to today's Connect call. I'm super excited to hear from Anna Justice today. Her and I just love her. I love her when I see her at events. She's so happy, and every time she's on a training, I just look forward to that smile and the info she's about to bring us. So let's get started here first. Who loved the Keto 101 last night? Don't really raise your hands, right? Because I'm calling myself out, but I'm calling you out if you just raise your hand. When I was hosting this week, I'm all about extreme ownership. Since Brian suggested that book, I didn't do it last night. And I didn't even today. I went in to watch the replay because I was like, oh man, I can't wait to hear the story that was on last night. And I went and I'm like, why can't I find it? And I was like, oh, that was me. That was me. So, okay, I'm owning that, right? But I'm going to make it up to you. We're going to make it up to you, okay? I wore avocado earrings, you guys. You see them? Okay, you're welcome for that. And we're going to bring the heat today, okay? And we're going to line up an awesome champ success call for tomorrow. So, you can be a pro champ and not be perfect, all right? That's the lesson from that today. So, who did yesterday's? Here's what I want to know first. Who did yesterday's call to action and realized so much about yourself? Like, you realized that, give me your hands up. Like, if you wrote down your 10 things that changed your life and you realized, like, man, I've been posting. I thought I was making these in-depth posts, but I've been posting like this much of like this whole thing about my life. Like, when you sit down and actually write it out, you're like, whoa, I haven't even shared a quarter, an eighth of what my life with people. So that's an awesome thing from yesterday. Who else? I have been stalking. I don't even know when it's coming. Like, I have no idea when anything is coming, right? Except like an hour before. But who's been stalking their site for Unicorn Slam? Like, I feel like I just keep refreshing and I don't even know if it's coming this week, but I'm like, maybe it's there now. Maybe it's there now. I even did it right before like 2 minutes before I got on here. So I'm excited for that. I'm waiting to see the posts and get that for myself. But on the site now, before we get started, the reboots are there. I believe they're only on sale until tomorrow for the April 14th start date. So get your reboot kits, get your people added into the big reboot support group. And did you guys see there's an optional energy pack upgrade on there so they can get electrolytes with that, which is really awesome this time. I'm excited about that. So we're going to do quick gratitude and recognition before we get started here. Today, I want to make it all about you guys. If you can't connect to yourself, how are you going to, since today's Connect, how are you going to connect with others, right? I think we're all about like looking on the inside, getting real with yourself, and that's the best way you're going to start to get real with other people. So for a second, I want you guys to close your eyes, and I want you to think of something that you're really, really grateful for. I see eyes open, you guys. Play along here. No, and think, not if you're driving. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. I don't want to have that. This is a recording. No, but think of something you're really grateful for and really feel it. Like, if you guys have done this at some of the Pruvit events, like, feel it till you get goosebumps. Like, it can be anything, little, big. And then when you open your eyes from that, I want you to recognize yourselves in the comments for something that you did amazing this week. I'm going to read some of them out here. Hold on. Being a dad. I love that. Waking up at 4 a.m. to pump and go to a 5 a.m. workout. Good job, Kelsey. KLP at work 2 times a week. Kelsey, you're rocking at 4 a.m. Consistency on a daily basis. Grateful to be a public basket case. It feels good to share it and help others. Going to boot camp. Sold my first 8 reboots. Like, holy cow. Listening to a new Audible. Working out every day and taking ketones. Spending more time with my little man. I love it. I started a group on Facebook for girls only for motivation. I mean, you guys, look at this stuff. You guys are full-time job, mom, student, and getting it all done. Being consistent this week, listening to personal development. Like, these are major things, you guys. I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of yourselves too. So today we have Anna Justice. She's going to be teaching us about connections. Connecting 3 different ways. Your story matters. The campfire video is the expert and not you. And I am enough. Okay, so I'm excited to hear from her. And Anna, I'm going to throw it on over to you to get this started.
Hey guys, you can hear me okay? Thumbs up. Yeah! You guys all having a good day today? I love it. Lots of smiling faces on here today. If I can't see your face, I'm going to find you. So show me your face. I want to see everybody's nice pearly whites. Yeah. There we go. There's some cameras popping on. Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to be chatting with you guys today. Connection is actually one of my absolute favorite things to do. I loved that yesterday Kelsey talked about your story and being able to be an amazing storyteller. And so I thought that this was a great opportunity to talk about connection now and to be able to piece together the whole concept. So I love interaction. I love a chat moving. I love a chat. People can ask questions in there. And at the end, I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. So if you guys have a pen and paper, I have some hot notes for you today. So I want you to pull out pen and paper. I want you to commit to playing full out on this call right now. And the first thing you do in this chat is I want you to type, I am enough. I want you to type right now, every single person, I am enough in this chat. All right. So as you guys are rolling in, I am enough. I want to talk about I am enough today. And I'm about heart. I love science. I love learning. I love knowing stuff, but I love heart because heart delivers more than anything else. And more than anything in this industry, your heart is what is going to convey your amazing experience, not only using the ketones, but what it's done for you personally, what it's done for your family. And the first thing that you have to believe in your heart is that you are enough, that you don't need to look at anyone else on social media. You don't need to compare your story to anyone else. You don't need to compare anything that you're doing to anyone except know that you are exactly enough. Now, I'm going to tell you something today. People, when they come to you and when they are attracted to what you are doing, it's because they're attracted to you. They're attracted to who you are. They saw something on your social media. They know you as a person from high school. They are a family member that's asking you, what are you up to? What are you doing? And so I think, we've all met people in our life that they are attracted to us for some reason. And sometimes we wonder, like, what is it that I'm attracting? How are they attracted to me? What is it that I'm doing? What is it that I'm saying? And I think you need to realize that you are enough, that you are the person that they are attracted to. And there is something about what you are doing, what you are saying, that is drawing them in to your circle. Okay, so connection is absolutely incredible. And I love connection for this reason. It's because it's like the bonus round. Connection is like the bonus that you get to do after you know that you are enough. So you know you're enough. You're on this call right now. You are committing to yourself. You're committing to getting better, to growing in this business. You're committing to self-developing and growing as a person. Maybe you're growing, as being a mom, because there's other facets besides just doing this business. They all come together congruently. So you're growing as a mom, maybe you're growing as a wife, you're growing as a partner, you're growing in all of these different things. But connection in this industry is the bonus round. And so what I want to say is first, your first connection piece, number one, is your story. And so I'm sure that it's mentioned, and I know it's been mentioned in the past in other calls, your story and the power of your story. But do you really believe in the power of your story? When you started drinking this hot drink, and you started using this, you all have a story. So you can look at somebody that has been using the ketones and they've lost 130 pounds. And you're like, dude, like that person's lost 130 pounds of fat. Like my story is not like that. It's not cool like that. It's not like something that's super impacting. And you can start letting your mind go that direction and start thinking, well, my story is not as impactful. Well, guess what? Your story is impactful. That's why you're here right now. And that's why you're attracting people into your life, is because your story is impactful. So I want you for 2 seconds, I want you to just reflect real quick on this call. And I want you to think, what is my story? Just what is my story? Just real quick. You don't have to say it. You don't have to throw it in the chat. Just take 2 seconds. And I want you to think about, who are you? You know, ask yourself, why are people attracted to me? Why do people want to come into my industry? And so, wait a second. Some of you guys, I'm looking at your faces right now and you're like, dude, people are not attracted to me. Okay, that is your vibe that has to change. So if you think right now that people aren't attracted to me, I get like 2 likes on my social media. Like people, they don't follow me. They don't ask me about ketones because your vibe needs to change. You need to throw out your worth, that you have value and that you have something to give to the world that they are missing out on. And I love, like somebody talked about this on another call that we did, the fear of missing out. People, if they see that you are throwing out value, that you are valuable, when you're talking to your neighbor and you're sharing your story and you're telling them about these amazing ketones that are giving you this great energy, or you're able to like bike just a little bit further when you're training for a race, or you're going on and you're able to do a marathon and or you could only run like 2 blocks down the road as a sprint or whatever it is. Like when you're able to share that story and you're able to give value where you're at, then that is where it's going to impact people. Kelly, there's one person on there and I don't know where they're at. I hear you. Awesome. Okay. I know it's like hard to find them. Okay. So I don't want you to underestimate the power of your story. So someone might have lost 120 pounds and you might think, that's not my story. My story is not cool like that. But you have to know that you have a superpower in your story. What is that superpower in your story? You need to think about the fact that when you started using the ketones, what did you notice first? That is your superpower. Your superpower is a thing that impacted you right away. For me, it was mental clarity and the energy. That's where it was at. I'm a mom. I have 3 boys. And when we started using the ketones, I was nursing babies all night. I was not sleeping. I was running on 4 hours of sleep. I was trying to lose all my baby weight and get myself to the gym and try to take care of myself and everything else around me. And that was before ketones. And after ketones, when I started using them, I noticed right away the energy increase. I noticed that my brain was no longer in a fog. I could run on 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, and I still felt like $1 million. That right there is my superpower. That is my mom's superpower. So every single one of you guys have a superpower that you can offer into the entire marketplace and you can share. All right, so I want to move on to your story needs to be not only powerful, impactful, motivational, but people want to have your experience. They need to be drawn to your experience in your story. So it's really easy to move from your story and start sales pitching people and start saying, so these ketones I use, they're so awesome. You can just order them right here on a website and they're totally awesome. And you know, like how many times have we done that we like forget we're talking to a human? You're talking to a human. Like you're talking to a person that they want to know your story. They want to know the benefits. That's all they care about. They don't care about any science. They don't care if you know page 44 on the ketogenic Bible and you can memorize it and recite it to all of them, like whatever it is, they don't care. They just want to know what the benefits are. And there are 3 main benefits that you can roll in your story. It could be, you guys are awesome. I love it. Some of you guys like have this look on your face and I love being on a Zoom call because it's like everyone's just like absorbing this information. I love it. So your 3 benefits that you're going to offer are energy, fat loss, and focus. Dude, if you can relate to energy, fat loss, focus, those are the benefits, then your story is relatable. Your story has value. Your story is real. All right, so I want to move on to number 2, the campfire video. All right, who loves that campfire video? We've heard lots about this campfire video. We all know what the campfire video is. All right. The campfire video allows you to go from human conversation to using it as the expert. Your campfire video is the expert. You are not the expert. You do not need to have the answers. You do not even need to pretend like you know the answers. And guess what? I have never even read the ketogenic Bible because I don't want to, because I want to stay relatable to the point that if somebody asks me a question, I can say, I have a really great video that can explain those questions for you. Because we underestimate the value of what that campfire video does, but what it does is it frees you from being the expert in this industry at all. It frees you from having to give the answers, from having to explain anything. Don't be the expert. Let the video do that for you. All right, so when you're the expert, and I want to touch on this for a second, but when you take the role of an expert, because we've all done it, every single one of us has said too much in a conversation, and we've lost the credibility. We've lost people in the conversation. They've just been like, dude, I have no clue what she's talking about. Dude, I cannot even explain that to anyone if I tried, so I'm not even gonna go there, right? We've all had those moments and we're like, this sucks. Like, I totally just said too much. You disempower people when you don't keep it simple. You disempower people from looking at what you do and thinking, I can do that. I can do that. Like when you show the campfire video and I message someone, I say, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Or I have something I want you to check out. Let me know what you think. I send them a message. I send them the campfire video. It's like it does the expert role for me. I don't even have to go there. I can just say, check it out. They're like, cool. It's a cool video. And, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Does somebody message you back and say, I don't get it? I don't get this video. Or, I didn't really like the video. Act shocked, because really, like, nobody doesn't like the video. So if somebody says to you, like, I didn't like that video, then be like, dude, really? You didn't like the video? Like they are the first person on the planet that has never liked the video. It's all in your vibration. It's all in what you're going to be offering to those people when you present that campfire video. So people need to look at that and go, duh, I can do that. Like that is the simplest thing. I can connect. I can like send a video. Like that is the simplest thing ever. Too many people go into the science. It's like, beta hydroxybutyrate, it like helps to reduce inflammation in the body. And if you drink it like every day, you're going to feel like $1 million. You just like too many people say too much. It's like, show the freaking campfire video and get a response. And just get people to watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. All right. So I want to just touch on one little thing. It's a side note because that's in connecting when you're prospecting. But how many of us have new promoters and we bring them on and these new promoters are like, they got to this simple side of watching the campfire video, going with a 5 and 10 day experience. They become a promoter. They're like, yes, I want to do this business. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, in the back office, you need to like go over here. And then here's the placement lounge. And if you want, you can move so-and-so over here and blah, 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 blah. And everything gets like majorly complicated. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I just totally lost that promoter. And how many times have we lost somebody in translation because we've given them too much information? We've seen it. We've seen it in our business. We've given them too much and we never kept it simple. The reason why they joined you was because you kept it simple. So when they become a promoter, you need to keep it simple. When somebody comes on as a promoter, I give them 3 steps. That's it. First step is, who can you get connected to me in a 3-way chat on Facebook, on a 3-way call, 3-way Zoom, whatever it is. Second connection, I want them to know that they have their links, that they can be using their campfire video to be connecting to somebody else in their community that they want to connect with. And thirdly, I need to connect them to the other resources we have, like Dr. Heather and Dr. Andy and the most amazing Zendesk in the back office that we can look up and we can send articles to them if they have medical questions. And we even have Ask a Specialist. I love to connect people to those things. That is not me. I don't want to answer those questions. I move on from that. All right, so connection pieces for everybody. Okay, so one of my favorite things I love to say, I love saying this, is, I have a great article that explains that. Okay, so I'm in this chat right now with with this one person, and I have these two promoters, and I'm trying to show them how to connect to resources and how to connect, you know, besides answering every question. And so this woman comes in the chat and she asks this big long question. I'm like, I have a great resource. I'm going to send it to you. Resource over. Then she sends me this big long chat about the resource. I'm like, awesome. I have another really great resource that will help answer your question. I'm going to just check back in with you in a little bit and see if you have any other questions. Boom, another resource done. Because if I sat there all day, every single day, answering every person's question, you would not have a business. You would not have a business. You would be dragged out, you would be exhausted, and you would hate yourself like 2 weeks later. Because you'd be like, why am I even doing this? Like, is that seriously what Brian James does all day, every day? Because I can't do that. And you'll burn out so fast, you won't even know what to do with yourself. And so connecting them. So I love the Zendesk. The Zendesk is one of my favorite resources. Dr. Heather, Dr. Andy videos. I know we've put them in the chat in the past where it has all the breakdowns of everyone's questions. So, you know, I have fibromyalgia. Can I use ketones? Great. I have a Dr. Andy video that I'm going to send to you, right? So use those resources and stop talking. Stop talking. All right, everybody, put it in the chat. Stop talking, use resources. All right. So and you know what? I actually want to throw one more resource in there that I love is the Hacker's Guide. The Hacker's Guide is phenomenal. It is underused, but that Hacker's Guide, I'm telling you now, every person that does a 5 and 10 day trial from any of Nate or myself, they get the Hacker's Guide. I send that Hacker's Guide. That is one of the first things they get right in their inbox, email, whatever it is, because that really answers the basic questions. How much water do I need to drink? You know, like just simple questions like that. Boom, hey, here's the first resource, Hacker's Guide. All right, so number 3, and I'm gonna end with this, but your best connection is face-to-face. So I'm gonna break this down because you all have a warm market. I have a warm market. And my warm market is somebody that when I reach out to my warm market, I'll say to them on social media, you know, hey, it's great to connect with you. Long time no talk. But I just wanted to check in and see if you'd be open to, you know, watching a quick video of something that I'm super passionate about, or, you know, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Whatever, however you approach by asking somebody. And then what I'll say is, you know, sometime let's jump on a call, or let's, you know, sit here and chat and catch up. Because your warm market, sometimes it's like awkward to like, you're like, I want to reach out to them, but I also don't want to be sitting for like 10 hours, like talking about family and life and trying to catch up. So you need to move right into why you're asking them what you're asking them, rather than, you know, sitting there and, oh, so-and-so, you have a dog. Oh, that's great. Because you could waste a lot of time doing that. So when you get on social media, you want to connect and move right to the connection piece, which is getting them to watch the campfire video. And make it clear to them that you're in this for business. You're not in this to chat right now. But, you know, hey, when you have time, sometime, let's actually, you know, catch up when we have, you know, a few seconds, and we can, you know, see how each other are doing, etc. So with my market that is really local, this is when I work face-to-face. So my local market, your local market, is a market that you need to do face-to-face to connect and to get them from that connection piece to enrolling. So I have people that are contacts right now in the area. They're all going to get a coffee at some point in time, or I'm going to meet them face to face. I'm going to drop off a trial. I'm going to invest in them. I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to find out what attracted them to wanting to try the ketones. Ask them that question. Hey, what makes you want to even try these things in the first place? You know, when you ask them that, then you're actually finding out the key to what they're looking for. And you know then how to approach them later when you're connecting with them. Some mom's going to say to you, well, I just need to lose my last 10 pounds. I'm super tired. Guess what? I know the ketones are going to be awesome for energy and awesome for fat loss. Like, that is my answer right there, because I'm listening to what they're looking for. So face-to-face, phone calls, coffee, keto life parties. Who's been doing keto life parties? Woo! I love them. Did one last week, doing another one next week. Those keto life parties are the bomb because you're face to face. when somebody comes to a Keto Life party, they don't leave without trying product. They don't leave without a trial. Those people come, you can make the connection, you can relate with them, you can explain to them face to face. People love that. They're investing the time to come to you. They're investing the time to show up. You need to give them value. You need to give them what they are looking for, because they are looking for an answer. That is why they're at your Keto Life party. They're not there just to chill. They're not there just to hang out. They're there because they want something that you have. That's why they're there. And so when they're at that Keto Life party, it's awesome to connect with them, to find out what it is that they're looking for, and present them with the answer of whatever the ketones are going to do out of those benefits: energy, fat loss, focus. All right. So number one, you're going to repeat after me. Number one, my story matters. My story matters. Throw it in the chat. My story matters. Number two, the campfire video is the expert, not you. The campfire video is the expert, not you. And number three, I am enough. So what I want to close with today, just really quickly in the chat, is I want you to just put in the chat, what do you love about yourself? What do you love about yourself? And I want you to throw it into the chat really quickly. I'm a fighter. That's awesome. I'm going to read some of these. I'm a fighter. My ambition, my story matters. I never give up. I'm a runner. Love being strong. My persistence. I'm smart. My motivation. I'm determined. I'm passionate and persistent. I'm full of heart. I am a beast. I love how much I love others. I'm inspiring. My heart, my clarity. That's where it's at, you guys. And so when you say those things about yourself, then you believe the confidence in your heart that you are enough, and what you have to offer to this world is enough, what you have to offer. So lastly, for just a last call to action, you guys, I love it. The chat is just rolling. It hasn't stopped. I love it. I love it. So for a CTA, I want you guys to think about your story. So we've talked about the elevator pitch story. If you're in an elevator, what's your story going to be? And you can easily rattle off your story and say, you know, hey, before I tried ketones, I was really tired, exhausted, getting up in the night. I didn't have a lot of energy. And then after ketones, when I started using them, I all of a sudden had energy and focus. And, you know, but that's not even relatable. Like that's just like throwing out a pitch to people and hoping that they get it. But you need to have heart behind the story. Have heart behind what you want to share with people about your story. And so what I want you to do today is I want you to look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself you're enough. And secondly, I want you to tell your story to yourself face to face in the mirror as if you were talking to somebody. And I want you to show heart. And I want you to show that you're a real person, and that before ketones, this is where you were at. And after ketones, this is what has happened to me, and this is how my life has changed. Awesome. All right. I don't know what my time is. Perfect. I'm right on time. So Kelly.
Yep.
You're up.
Thank you so much, Anna. That was amazing. Your energy is always awesome. You guys, I have chills from you guys writing that stuff about yourself in the chat. Like, imagine if I'm getting it from you doing it, like, imagine if we do that for ourselves every day. Like, you wake up and remind yourself why you love yourself. Like, we don't do that nearly enough. And I love that you just did that on the call. So reminder, the call to action, practice your 60-second story before ketones, after ketones, and show your heart. And I love, what you talked about, not empowering people by trying to be the expert. Which would you rather do? Not empower people by trying to be the expert, or help people find their own superpower? I mean, right? Like, that we need to be doing that more. And did you see people writing their superpowers in the chat? It was amazing. So share your story, as Anna says, share your story and stop talking, right? People are looking for answers. You just have to listen to them. So today we have the that's how I write it here. The doctor call at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Pruvit Facebook page, facebook.com/just Pruvit. So we'll see you guys over there. Thanks so much, Anna.